Right, here we are, here we are, here we are. Mercury Retrograde, the first one for 2020, and this is a reading for this one. So Mercury retrogrades are very interesting time that happen. For those of you that don't know, a retrograde is really when it's the optical illusion that it kind of seems that Mercury is moving backwards in the universe, in the galaxy. Obviously, it's not. It just seems that way, but it does have quite an effect on humans when that happens. So, this one, the first one for 2020, is from February the 7th until March the 10th. And so, this video is a little bit late, but really kind of true to a Mercury retrograde. It's Gemini and Virgo, for example, are ruled by Mercury, and it's all about communication. And sometimes things go lost during retrogrades with with the Mercuries. Um, we often have trouble with technology, and I've been having trouble with technology, which is why I couldn't record your video earlier. I tried, but it just wouldn't work. So, just very quickly before we go to the reading, I so, just to give you an idea, really, this retrograde takes place, as I said, from February the 17th until March the 10th, or it ends on March the 10th, which means it takes place in Pisces, and Pisces, it's a bit more of a bit more of an emotional sign. They can be quite humorous. They're sometimes seen as a bit frivolous. Sometimes they're not all that mature really about life. They've got a beautiful, playful nature, which I actually really love. My mother's a Pisces, and it was really, really cool. So, really amazing. So, hi, I'm Adrian H. Nelson of H and Great Life, Holistic Wellness Practitioner, and this is your Mercury reading. So, what I'm going to do is I am selecting for you, there will be cards 1, 2, 3. So, in your mind, you are going to choose, do you want to have stack 1, stack 2, or stack 3? But this is very important for you to remember. Usually, when you have a reading that's almost like choose a card, what you will do is you only really go and look at your own cards. My readings don't work that way. Okay, so the full reading is for you. So you watch it from beginning to end, and if there's anything in the reading that you like that says, yes, that is something that I like, that is something for me, then what you do is you say yes to that in your heart. I'm just going to take the top ones, and there we go. You say yes to that in your heart. If you say yes to it, if it resonates with you, if it's a yes for you, then you like the video, and you only like it once you actually found that something there that is yes for you. The 1, 2, or 3, those cards are just more for you specifically. So it kind of like it's general information, a general reading. So yeah, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but if it resonates with you, then it resonates with you, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But take what comes. Oh, there's a card that's flying out right there. So we're going to just put that in the first one. In fact, it flew to the end. So let's put it where it went. Okay. Whatever resonates with you, that resonates with you, and what doesn't, what it doesn't. But I always say, look at the reading, give it a week or two, and then look at the reading again. We often pick up things that we didn't pick up the first time around. You often pick up the second time around. Okay, so let's see what we have for you. I'm just going to select. There we go. And there we go. That one's flipping around. And I'm going to grab one more. And then let's just see what we have. Let's see what messages I'm channeling through for you. So again, the reading is for everybody. All right. There's number 3, and we're going to move number 2 just to the side over here. So this is more, you still choose 1, 2, or 3. This is more the information specifically to you, but the reading is for everyone. Okay. Got it. Here we go. All right. So, number 1. Retrogrades are all about stepping into your power, and this one says you're strong behind your measure. Okay, this is all about stepping into your power. This is all about realizing the positivity that you are. Okay, the one thing that a lot of people always often complain about retrogrades, I really say they bring out those things in life that don't serve you positively, so that you can move on to the next step. So instead of looking at it as a horrible thing or as a curse maybe, look at it as actually something very positive and something very constructive that says to you, where do you want to go next in life? Because this card says to you, it's time to step into your power. All right, it's time to pick up that light. It's time to go into the dark. It's time to take that first step, and it's time to step into your power. This card is confirming for you and for everybody that you are strong beyond your measure. You are strong beyond that which you know. Okay, it's time for you to start to really fulfill your purpose in this life, to really step up to yourself. Okay, and yes, that can be very scary sometimes. It can be very overwhelming sometimes. But you know what? When you do it, it's also very beneficial. Okay, so the onus always lies with you whether you want to do this or not. But if you do, then you would normally find that it serves you very, very, very positively in life. Okay, this specific deck is by Denise Lynn, who's actually quite amazing. They're kind of like sideways. Oh. Denise Lynn, the Sacred Traveler. And this is all about your path in life, really. And I think sometimes in life we don't take our path seriously enough. We're like, oh, whatever happens, happens. But no, why? Why do you want to say whatever happens, happens when you have got so much control, so much untapped potential that we often as human beings do not use? Okay? So for everybody, but especially if you chose deck number one, Baba, it's time for you to step up to the plate. It's time to step up to your own plate. Okay? All right, let's see what we've got here for you. It's just a confirmation. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better place, so let's not give in. Okay? It's time for you to stepping into your power. It's not just about you going at it alone, because I think some of you might be very concerned. Does it now mean that I have to go at it alone? How scary could that possibly be? I mean, you're talking about Mercury retrogrades and everything going, bonkers all over the place. And now you're telling me that I need to step into my power on my own? Are you insane? No, I'm not. Okay? Because here's the thing with the world is changing, the universe is expanding. Well, it's always expanding, but guys, things are going so beautifully, and it's time for us to all just connect hands, take hands. So it's time for you specifically, for the invitation is open to all of us, but it's time for you specifically, if you chose deck one, to realize that you're part of everything, part of other humans, plants, animals. We're all life form. We are all souls that are incarnated in different ways. Okay, think about it. When you're out there and you say, okay, I'm going to go have a earth experience, the question is, what would you like to do? Some say I'd like to be a plant, others say I'd like to be a tree, others say I'd like to be human beings. All right, I think the idea that we have that one is less than the other is what gives us trouble sometimes. Abundance. Oh, okay, as I said, it's time for you to step up to your own plate. It's time for you to step into the inner circle so that your abundance can unlock, so that your soul plan can unlock, so that your purpose for this world can unlock. Okay. I also do detailed card readings. I do numerology, which really gives you a breakdown. It's like a blueprint for your soul, really. The same way everybody has a unique set of fingerprints, everybody also has a unique soul blueprint. And that is what numerology is about, which is what I do. All right. So that's number one. We're going to go to number two. I will put the details for those down below. So, number two, finding sanctuary. It's about finding sanctuary within yourself, okay? Opening to your spiritual source, opening your heart, your mind, your soul to the idea that the power that created you is maintaining you, that you are a big deal, okay? You are a big deal. And where do you find sanctuary? You find sanctuary within your heart. You find sanctuary within facing those troubles that might come up that you usually would sidestep. It's time to stop sidestepping. It's time to really embrace. It's time to open your heart. It's time to say, okay, I welcome in whatever I need to welcome in order for me to go to the next phase. It's time for you to come out of the clouds into the tower. It's time to be elevated, okay? Opening to your spiritual source, re-establishing that connection that we have with source. Here's the thing though, a lot of times we speak about spiritual awakening. All right. But spiritual awakening is really realizing that you've always been awake. You were just not aware of it. That is what we're talking about here. It's time for you to step into that space, to realize that the best sanctuary you can find is you. The best source you can find is you. The best light you can find is you, because you are the universe and the universe is you. Okay? Look at that. A lot of guilt, worries, concerns, not letting the past go, having difficulty maybe forgiving others, having difficulties forgiving yourself. You need to let that nonsense go. Okay? It's not serving you well. All right? You want to, this is something that a lot of times, I think sometimes people don't get. Whatever you do at whatever time, you acted from what you knew best at the time. If you didn't know better, you couldn't do better. Now that you know better, fantastic. It means that you have grown. It means that you've learned from the experience. It means that you have matured. So instead of breaking yourself down, what you actually want to do, and please can I get an amen to this, what you actually want to do is you want to say to yourself, ooh la la, I have grown. I have expanded. I have matured. I've learned my lessons. Isn't that a different way of looking at it? Because you're tired. That is why you are invited to your sanctuary, to your heart, to your love, to the greatness of who you are, to spiritual awakening, to embracing all who you are. And by saying you're invited to spiritual awakening doesn't mean that you're not awake. Because I believe when you look at the tarot reading that somehow your soul's already speaking to you, and you listen. Well, your soul's always speaking, but you're listening, maybe you're even following. Okay, but your soul wants to live. It's a little bit tired, of all the shenanigans of the world. And here we go. Number 3. Support is all around you. We are never alone. Okay, you are never alone. You are never ever alone, because you are part of everything and everything is part of you. We are all connected. As we were speaking earlier on about the plants and about the animals, about all, just imagine all souls being out in the universe, and you're looking in, to the earthly experience. It's like looking out from the outside at like a theme park or like roller coasters, and you're like, oh my goodness, it all looks so amazing. And you know that if you go in there, you can do this, you can do that, you can do that. And oh my goodness, it looks so incredible. But nothing beats the actual experience of being within the life. But you never go in there alone. That is why it's so cool for you to just go in there, jump in there, do the life thing, because you know you're not alone. All right? You can maybe have the human experience, which can feel a little bit lonely sometimes. Or you can say, I just want to have fun. I think this is a big misconception that we have sometimes, is that if you incarnate, there has to be some big lesson that you have to learn. There has to be a lot of karma. There has to do this. There have to be that. Think about it in the theme park. You can go just because you want to, just because you want to have fun, just because you want to enjoy it. Maybe you want to go and support somebody else, Maybe you see one of your fellow brothers and sisters, soul brothers, soul sisters over there, that maybe they want to go on one of these big roller coasters, but they don't have the bravery. And you go in there like, I'm going to bounce in there. I'm going to go help my friend. I'm going to go help my soul brother. I'm going to go help my soul sister. Those are soulmates. We are all soulmates. Okay? Or maybe you say, I just want to be in a community where I can just enjoy complete freedom and, just live. So maybe you become a tree. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't always have to be that you want to incarnate just to do something so huge. Sometimes it can be something small. But the reminder is that you are never alone. Support is all around you. That is why I love working with crystals. You can see I've got a whole lot of crystals. This, for example, is a chakra balancing bracelet that I made. And actually they sell them quite a lot. But it's just a beautiful combination that I put there of different crystals. I will put a link for you down below to a description that I wrote, what each crystal is for. But it's really amazing, and I decided to add some hematite over there, because sometimes chakra balancing can actually feel a bit overwhelming sometimes, actually giving you a bit of vertigo, even a bit of nausea. So the hematite makes sure that doesn't happen. And to keep the hematite all operating at optimum, where did I put that? Oh my goodness. There we go. Every little one I also put in just a little copper part over there. It just kind of keeps your crystals flowing at optimum. So if you've got a couple of crystals and you want to keep them, like, think of it as a spa day for your crystals. Put a nice piece of copper with it. They love it. They absolutely love it. There we go. So for you and for all of us, it's about turning inside. It's about turning back to nature. It's about turning back to our hearts, really. Okay. So in this period where it might feel that everything is going quite bonkers, and everybody might be going quite bonkers, turn inside. Okay. Turn to yourself. If somebody does something offensive or does something that hurts your feelings or anything like that, sometimes it's better to just release with peace. Okay. To just let go. Sometimes it's better to do that instead of fighting back. And there we go. That brings you harmony. That brings you completion. That brings you love and light. All right. That lets your heart shine. I really hope that all of this is of great assistance to you. Let me know in the comments. I always welcome the comments. I love to read them. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the reading with everybody else that could benefit from it. And I wish you all the best during this period of the Mercury retrograde. May you have the courage to let go of that doesn't serve you positively, and may your life expand in absolutely beautiful ways. And so it is. Thanks for watching. My name is Adrian H of Ancient Great Life, and I'm a holistic wellness practitioner that's based in Cape Town, South Africa. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.